Put yourself to sleep, flip on that tube and have a drink. But now attention to the ending of the world. There comes in cold nights to cut you like a knife. Fuck up your car and kill your wife. You know it's never getting better, so you might as well just lean back and try to shine us free. Like there's no tomorrow, too late to change the channel now. It's not the same old. It's not the same old. It's just the same old thing. Let's go! Lean back and try to shine us free. Like there's no tomorrow, too late to change the channel now. It's not the same old. It's not the same old. It's just the same old thing.
Okay, so what episode is this?
This is episode 3 or 4.
3.
3.
There we go.
Here we go.
Action. So, Billy Jack, tell me a little bit about photorealism.
Okay. In my opinion, it's some of the most difficult style tattooing to do. You have to break your images down for what they really are. Study the image. Don't just look at a photorealistic style tattoo before you go to do it and like, that's cool. You know, like break it down. Break down the eyes, the nose, the hair, the chin.
So you're doing sections.
Yes, sir. I'm jumping around like the ADD kid that I am, but focus when you study the piece that you're going to tattoo. You need to really look at everything for what it truly is, because if you break it down, it's really, some of the images are going to be, or some of the parts of the image will be really simple.
Well, it looks three-dimensional.
Yeah. We hope, right? That's the goal. That is our goal here.
How do you train to do photo image?
Like Rocky. You gotta run, jump, block.
Drink raw eggs.
That's just dodging child support. No, I mean, obviously, I do believe that you should, you shouldn't just jump right into photorealistic. If you are thinking about trying to do portraits, biggest thing I could tell you is start out with like flowers. You know, you can't, if you get it too crazy, you know what I'm saying, you can always go back and outline it. Try to work on something that's easily turned into a traditional style tattoo, and I mean traditional meaning line work. We got the unknown Chopper twins in the house.
So yeah.
I'm throwing down a little Einstein portrait.
Eddie and Ronnie.
Eddie and Ronnie. I done hit him up. We got a start of a pin-up sleeve on him.
Wow, that's hot.
He's the welder guy, obviously.
Yeah.
And this is the smart one. That is a question that is going to be asked their whole lives, and we're answering that shit today. We're doing the Einstein portrait. And then off of this Einstein portrait, we're going to do M.C. Escher paintings up the rest of his arm. You want to tell us a little bit of why you picked those artists? And
yeah, absolutely. I want my tattoos to represent people that inspire me, and you know, Einstein was obviously a genius and changed the world, and then MC Escher is a very well known artist. But you know, all my tattoos won't be people that are so well known. Nicholas Tesla is going to be on my other arm. He's less well known, but it's going to be about people that I respect and the things that they did with their life, basically.
So you'll have Eric and Billy Jack on there too, then.
Fucking have me on it.
I've got a real nice spot saved on my right butt cheek for his face. It's gonna be awesome.
Damn. Hey, look,
So
I
get the left butt cheek then.
Yep.
I really respect blonde chicks with, you know, big tits, so, you know, that's what that's about right there.
That's what that's about.
Yeah.
And the welder.
He went for Einstein, I went for the hot chick, you know. She
Okay, so we know
inspires
how
me
this
in
goes.
different ways.
Yeah.
So you get your inspiration from within.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
We have beautiful things, you know.
So he wants the smart one, and you just want
The hot
big
one.
boobs.
Yeah.
Okay, girls, you heard it. That's what their taste is.
We can build those though. You don't have to. You don't have to
Yeah,
come
yeah.
to the table with it.
That's
We got doctors, man. Dr. Stagnoni is a bad. Basically, man, like I have this insane addiction for bikes, and they have an addiction for tattoos. So we're gonna swap out. I have a AE bike that I've been working on for a couple years, and these guys are gracious enough to take the project and finish it for me. It's a little bit different than the style of bikes that they do. Pretty much they'll do whatever, but my style on that bike is a lot different than what they're normally going to do. They are going to build me a 100% unknown chopper. Yeah, I ain't going to tell you nothing about that shit though. Y'all going to have to wait and see that. You've seen the white bike that they have. If you think that one's sick, you'll see in due time.
We got it brought over from Joel at Tiki Joe Customs, and they painted it, did an awesome job on the paint job, and so what we did yesterday was fab up some exhaust for it. Gonna get it blacked out and some ceramic coating. Do a real nice polished AE logo over the...
You know, it was interesting watching you guys work because it seems like you know what each other is thinking. And, you know, at first when you think, okay, you got two brothers doing something, you're thinking, okay, is this just going to be like a gimmick thing? But, I mean, you guys are technical. I mean, precision, technical. I mean, everything just came together. Just, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Has it always been like that with you guys? Or, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, pretty much no matter what we're doing, you know, we both try to think ahead and know what the other person is going to be needing, and you know, if like yesterday when we were building the exhaust, basically you know, we just break it down into jobs, and you know, I was there to cut and grind everything down, and he was there to tack it together, and you know, we just break everything we do down into a system and just get it done.
So when I finish something, he's doing that next step already, and then I'm moving on to the one after that, and we just keep going like that. On anything we do, that's the same way we're going with the concept design, and you know, everything we do, a website design for our websites, or our brochure, or just a flyer. You know, he'll have the original thought, and you know, I'll be like, oh yeah, well, what about this thing? Man, I just had that same idea. Usually that is the next you know, thing out of our mouth. Man, I had the same exact idea.
That's because you're twins, man.
You know, yeah.
yeah, it was funny because you guys
Seriously.
were finishing each other's sentences yesterday.
I've been actually dying to do a Einstein portrait for years now, and I'm grateful I get to do it on somebody that actually has love for the dude, not just, oh, let me get it because it's cool, you know? So my goal is to have those people that don't like tattoos see something like this and be blown away by it so much that they can't help but like it, you know?
Well, I think that's where this photorealism, I mean, if you've got the talent to pull this off with something like this Einstein, I mean, how could you not appreciate that?
Honestly, like, back to the question of, like, what's changed, you know, like, I think that's, photorealism has opened people's eyes to tattooing in a way that they had no idea, you know? Like, the one thing he's going to get from this tattoo, a lot of people are going to be just blown away that it's even possible to do something like that. I don't know, man. What do you think? You look like Einstein?
Hell yeah. Badass.
Wow.
Does it look like Einstein?
Amazing.
Episode 3. Cut.
In the can. How'd you guys get into this?
Pretty much like we get into anything, we wanted choppers. So if we want something, instead of going to buy it, we build it. You know, so we wanted choppers, so we decided to build choppers for ourselves. But we wanted to build the frame too, because that's the canvas of the whole bike. And
were both of you like racing big wheels when you were little kids and stuff, or?
Man, every toy we had was taken apart and improved in some way, or, you know, we just, yeah, and we like to race BMX. We were into skateboarding for a while. You know, you can definitely see some of that influence in some of the choppers we're working on.
I think everybody has a competitive side, but I think twins also have a little more competitiveness, because you're constantly got someone equal to you to compare you to, you know, so it's like, why can't you do it? Your brother can do it, you know, it's like...
Yeah, it really sucks when your twin just did it, you know, then you can't really say, I can't do it,
Yeah.
you know. So most of the time, we excel in different areas. We have the same interest, but we complement each other very well. He's better at fabrication for sure than I am, but we together collaborate and come up with a great product, we think. But we emphasize on the quality that in the manufacturing of our frames, because, you know, when you're doing the frame, you're setting the foundation of the whole bike, and you don't have to pick a frame out of a catalog and design your bike around it. Whatever you want the bike to look like, you make the frame work, you know. And so we didn't want to limit ourselves in any way. And so we started with frames and rollers, and that's really what we've been pushing for the first few years. And now we're about to start our first production line chopper as well. That's gonna be pretty sick. So, look, I mean, there's plenty of other companies that do frames, and they do a good frame. There's other companies that don't do that great of a frame, but when we design every frame in CAD before we build it, we calculate the trail on it to make sure that it's going to handle well at high speeds and low speeds. You know, if you want a quality product, you can't just say whatever rake and stretch you want, and not advise them that the trail is pretty far off and it's not going to handle well, you know. What's going on, dude? How you been?
Good.
Well, we got your bike from Joel, man, and we knocked out your exhaust so far. We got got everything tacked together. We're gonna finish it up with your AE logo, water jet cut out of aluminum. We'll polish it up, and that will be your mounting bracket as well.
Throw some machine tips on there.
Yeah.
Call it good.
The pipes will be all black, right?
Yeah, ceramic coated black. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Dude, I wonder how many girls could fit on that unknown chopper.
Well, we can find out. Well, now y'all are covering everything up, but we can talk about it a little bit. You know, you got the ignition here. We got the BMX 3-piece crank arm going on here, on both sides, actually.
Yeah, my boyfriend used to race BMX bikes back in the day.
Yeah, well, he didn't have a motor that big.
No,